Hi there, I'm Scott. Welcome to my channel, CineRam. I've got a little anniversary coming up. December 2nd, 2008 was the date that I first posted the video that started my YouTube career, more or less. I got my own camera and started making videos and posting them regularly on December 2nd, 2008, and we've got the 10-year anniversary this year, December 2nd, 2018. And so I decided to create a few videos describing some of the stuff that you'll find on my channel, mostly in regards to playlists that I've created and curated. There's a lot of stuff. I've watched tons and tons of YouTube over the years, so a lot of the videos that I liked enough to save to some of these playlists, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about them. If you look on my channel page, where the playlists are, they're not really any particular order other than what was updated most recently. So in the video description below on this video page, you'll see them all neatly organized and arranged with a link to each one so you can access them quite easily. First, I'd like to talk about three playlists that are devoted to videos made by a particular friend of mine, a guy named Matthew, who I've known for a long time, 30 years at least, or something like that. You know, it's been a long time that I've known him. He's a good friend, and he's quite talented himself, and he's done a few videos of his own. He has sort of a code name, Mug, and so one of the playlists is called Mug Vids, videos that he directed or is responsible for in some way. Involved in some way. He was also part of a band some years ago called God the Band, and so there's a playlist called God Vids, specifically voted to that band. And then there's this last one on here is called Mugs Introduces. Not a terribly long playlist, I'm afraid. It's just basically a few pieces of music that Matt introduced me to when we were younger. I don't even know, I have to check and look at the playlist to see if there's anything still on it. You know, videos tend to get deleted. But anyway, there's a couple playlists below that I think you'd find interesting. I know I do. And speaking of other friends who have made videos, Keeps You Running. Keeps You Running is a playlist that I created a couple years ago and add to it every year when people make 24-hour movie marathons. I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Ryan Chataway, a guy who lives in Florida and is a big movie fan, and he basically set up the 24-hour movie marathon challenge that a lot of other YouTubers participate in. This playlist basically has all of his marathons on it, and following him, Luke Ryan, his most ardent acolyte, the guy who's most enthusiastic, I think, about 24-hour movie marathons. He has also made a series of marathons, and they're all in this playlist as well. And after Ryan and Luke, there's a whole bunch of other guys who have done 24-hour marathons on their own. It's not a definitive collection, and I've done a couple of marathons of my own, but they're on my other playlist right here. Anyway, Keeps You Running, that's where you're going to find a lot of the marathon videos that have been made, and in particular the ones that I've been aware of. So they're all right there, and check them out. Now, if you have a YouTube account, and most people do if they have a Google account, I think it's kind of automatic. As a YouTube user, you have a couple of playlists that are set up for you automatically. One of them is called Watch Later, where if you don't have time to watch a video, but it looks interesting, you want to watch it later, you click on it in such a way that it automatically adds to a playlist. Mine is about 1,100 videos long, right? I'm never going to get to it. But the other one is Favorites. Basically, it's just like a place to put videos that you like. You could also click the like button and have that added to a playlist called Liked Videos, which I do sometimes. But Favorites is basically like, if nobody wants to create their own playlist like I have, you know, just add it to this one right here, and you can access it pretty easily. So I've got my own Favorites playlist. It's, you know, hundreds of videos long. Again, a lot of the stuff on this particular playlist is stuff that I like enough to save, but then I also put it to other playlists of a more specific nature. Comedy videos, music videos, you know, what have you, parody trailers, that kind of thing. A lot of that stuff, a lot of essay videos. I never really created a playlist for essay videos, so they're all kind of on this one, the ones that I've liked enough to save. I also, for some reason, created a playlist called Fave Vids, where I didn't maybe like them enough to put them on favorites, but I liked them enough to put them on a playlist. I just wasn't sure what category to put them in, so that's another one. Just a lot of random stuff on there that I've liked. Now this is a playlist that I created when I was doing monologues. I've done a couple of videos where I attempted to memorize and recite monologues, and so I started collecting some of the videos with those monologues, the scenes from the films themselves, on a playlist called AAAAAND SCENE. So there's a lot of movie scenes on there and a few bits of television as well, but mostly movie scenes. It's just a good place to collect those kinds of things, the clips that have been uploaded to YouTube by some of the users, oftentimes illegally, but hey, it's fun. It's still fun to check out. Comedy vids, very simply, videos that are funny, mostly sketch comedy involving channels like Cracked, or College Humor, or Wisecrack, or Funny or Die, places like that, plus a lot of other just random stuff, talk show appearances by people that are particularly amusing, Ellen Page cracking herself up on Chelsea Handler, and Conan O'Brien acting all frazzled, around some of his female guests, Craig Ferguson, whatever, just a lot of funny stuff, all in one place. This is about 200 videos long, so I probably need to break it up into subcategories, but for right now, just one playlist, comedy vids. A link to that, of course, in the description below. Now, here's one of my favorite things, montages. Montages are oftentimes called supercuts these days, particularly if they have a theme. There's one theme on Top YTs, another playlist of mine, in which movie characters are basically just flipping other people off, giving them the bird. So there's a whole montage devoted to that, and there's a lot of other montages with particular themes, but a lot of them are just, history of cinema, what have you, director filmographies, things like that. One of my favorite montages of all time, the thing that really put me onto montages, was something that got aired on the 1990 Academy Awards. I'm not sure if it's on there, but I have seen versions of it on YouTube. If it exists somewhere on YouTube, I better have it on this, because it's like, the montage that made me love montages from the Oscars from 1990. Anyway, so that's a really good playlist if you like, to see that kind of stuff. Comic Countdown. This is a very, very specific playlist. The channel Collider, I think it was sometime last year, they decided to rank the 50 greatest superhero movies of all time. But as it turns out, they're not all superhero movies. Some of them are just comic book based, what have you. The criteria is a little fuzzy. Anyway, most of the videos on that playlist are on this one channel. Not all of them, because I wasn't interested in all the movies. And you can probably find the Collider the playlist, the full playlist with all the videos on the Collider channel. But for my own personal use, I just wanted particular ones. So there they are. They're all in this playlist called Comic Countdown. Sorry if I bumped the camera just now. Apologize. Jedi Vids, these are all just amateur lightsaber battle videos. Those are all really fun. One in particular called Ryan vs. Dorkman is one of the best amateur lightsaber battle videos ever made. So yeah, a few of them on there. Not a lot, but a few good ones. Then there's mini movies. These are all like short films. Not clips taken from movies or TV shows, but just like its own little short story in video form. Not a music video, not a sketch comedy necessarily. I just wanted to have a place to put all of them, the ones that I liked, so there they are, mini movies. The link to that is below, of course. GLOBOTIQ, this is a special playlist. Most of these are straight-to-camera monologues, if you will, or speeches or what have you. They're all devoted to LGBT equality and acceptance, and orientation, acceptance, that kind of thing. It's a subject I'm very, very interested in and sympathetic to, and so I created a playlist devoted to a lot of them. So there they are. I've done a couple of videos like that myself, even though I'm a straight dude. Vloggerific, this is kind of similar, except it could be on any subject at all. Just videos that I found particularly memorable, where people are just sitting in front of their camera, expounding on a particular subject that they're passionate about. A whole bunch of ones that I've enjoyed are all in one playlist, Vloggerific. SteadiVids. Now this is another specialty playlist right here. Basically, I'm quite interested in the Steadicam, the camera stabilizer rig that allows people to make long shots very, very smooth without using a track. Or videos in this case that are all done in one shot with no cutting. And so I create a playlist just for them. It's just a small number on there, but they're ones that I really like, so that's something to check out. Cinema Majora. Now here's where the really illegal stuff comes into play. A lot of people have uploaded entire movies to YouTube. I saw Django Unchained on there one time, then it was gone a couple weeks later. Anyway, for the ones that were uploaded and haven't been deleted yet, I've got a few of them on this channel right here. There's also some long-form TV specials and other things, mostly longer videos of an hour or more. That's typically what they are. But a lot of them are, full-length films that just happen to get uploaded and are free, and you can watch them, and they could get taken down at any moment. Who knows? But while they're there, they're on that playlist, Cinema Majora. Not rated film. Another movie that has been uploaded in its entirely is This Film Was Not Yet Rated, which is a documentary about the motion picture rating system. It's basically uploaded into like 8 pieces comprising the whole movie. So I created my own little playlist. I found each piece and put it out, added each piece onto the playlist one at a time. So it's all on there if you want to check it out, that whole thing. There's a series involving some rather well-known people called Written by a Kid, a comedy series in which some comedians basically invited like elementary school kids to write their own stories and then tell them to the hosts, and then the hosts basically dramatize them either with actors or with animation. It's a fun little series, and I think I've got all of them on there. I'm not sure if they've created any new ones recently. As far as I know, they haven't, but I haven't checked lately. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of them on that particular playlist right there. And finally, we have albums. A lot of people will upload just a song, or they'll upload each track from a particular album individually, and some people, they'll upload an entire albums in one video. So there's just a few of them on there, and they can delete it pretty quickly, but for those that are on there, still on there, you'll find it under albums. So that's a few playlists. If you want to check the description below, of course, you'll find the 2 other playlists that I'm making devoted to what you'll find on my channel right here. I mean, they're not playlists; they're like individual videos. What am I saying? I'm getting tongue-tied. Anyway, check those out if you like to, and of course, as always, you'll find Facebook links and things like that related to me. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Enjoy.